Hey, what's up everybody? Boots here, and today I've decided to do a channel update video. I haven't really done like a formal update video. I've basically made channel update videos in like my Minecraft videos, but like I said, this one's gonna be more formal, and hopefully it won't be 40 minutes long, because my last Minecraft video, which was basically a update video, was 40 minutes long, and I assume people don't really want to listen to me talk for 40 minutes. But you've probably noticed that the videos being released have been slowed down quite a bit. Usually, see, my problem is I tend to upload like a bunch of videos, and when I started my Ori and the Blind Forest video, I think I had probably 4 uploaded at a time, and they were actually like scheduled to go up every other day. And now it's been probably like 2 weeks since I uploaded one, and so this happens pretty frequently. I upload a bunch of videos, I actually get at least somewhat organized, and then that happens for, or goes on for about 2, maybe 3 weeks, and then it just, nope, no videos. So I am nearing the end of my school year, and I'm not going to promise I will have more videos uploaded, because there are other problems than just time. But I have, part of the reason why I haven't been uploading videos frequently is because I've been having a really hard time recording them. I actually recently reformatted my hard drive, mostly to free up space, or partially to free up space for Grand Theft Auto, because I needed that 60 gigabytes. And ever since I did that, I seem to be having more problems than before. And let's see, I don't even remember like the first video I recorded. I think, I think it was the War Z video, and I recorded that once. I played for at least an hour. I think it was about an hour and a half, and the video, like 5 minutes into it, it got corrupt, so I lost that entire thing. So I went back, replayed the game for an hour and a half, which I don't want to say it was horrible, but I mean, if you've seen the video, you might understand. So I edited that, and it was about maybe 2 hours of, I guess you could call it editing. Well, 2 hours of fixing, I should say, just to get the video at a point to where I could actually edit it. And see, the problem is, since I got my new graphics card, I've been using a new recording software. Originally, I was using OBS, and that worked for a while, and I guess I haven't really tried it recently, and I'm sure it would work. But I've been using Shadowplay because I have an NVIDIA card and I can use it. And the problem with using that is, well, the benefit is you can record with little to no frame rate drops, and that's fantastic. But I think the main problem with this video was the game is so screwed up that Shadowplay just didn't know how to handle it. The audio was way out of sync, like a couple seconds. And the problem, actually, I have no idea what the problem was. I assumed that it was because the frame rate of the video was slightly different. Like, it was lower frame rate than what Shadowplay wanted to record at. and that may be the problem, but I don't think I should have that many problems with audio sync. But the game runs so poorly that Shadowplay doesn't know how to handle recording games at that low frame rate. So that was the problem I had with that game. I finally got that edited. I powered through that. But a few of the videos that I have been recording, they're they're videos that I record for an hour or quite a long time. Then I edit and upload the edited video, obviously, because that's how it works. And I've been having a problem with like the longer videos and the audio sync, but I think it's mostly just War Z and more recently Ramirez Aftermath, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But so I think that was the biggest problem I had with recording. Grand Theft Auto 5 recently came out on the PC, and that's actually the video that's playing in the background if you haven't noticed. But that game is questionable for the PC, at least for me and all the friends I have ever played the game with on PC. The game runs perfectly fine, no problems when it's running, but the problem with the game is it doesn't like to run all the time. I don't know if that makes sense, but that game has so many crashes, and actually let me check Steam right now. I have played the game for 36 hours, and I would say the game has crashed pretty close to 40 times. And that's not even an exaggeration, because while recording the video, for the video part of this video, I think I had it crash like 4 times, which is why the video like kind of cuts out and goes to other parts, because the game crashed. And I haven't played, well, have I played it today? No, I haven't actually played it today, because I've been editing my most recent video that went up. But I think those, so hopefully Grand Theft Auto 5 will be fixed soon, because I would like to play it for longer periods of time, and not like a long game session, but in short 10-minute spans. So even though I haven't been uploading videos very frequently, it doesn't necessarily mean that I don't have videos to upload. I guess I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I uploaded the last recorded video for Planetary Confinement, but Ori and the Blind Forest, I think I still have like 3, maybe even 4 episodes that just haven't even edited. They're recorded, and really all I have to do is sync up the audio, and I don't even think I have to edit the video part of it at all. So that's kind of out of laziness, but that's also because I've been trying to edit the other videos, the ones that I've been having the major problems with. So not only has that been taking up all the time I've spent on editing, but it's also just kind of made me really frustrated to even want to edit those videos, even if all I have to do is sync up the audio and basically hit render. But that's the reason for that. Hopefully I will get some Ori and the Blind Forest videos uploaded this next week. And I think the game is almost over compared to where I am. Either way, the video series should be coming to an end. Let's see, when did I even mention this? Maybe I didn't even talk about it. But I have been, since I started using Shadowplay, I've been uploading videos at 60 frames per second. You may or may not have noticed, I don't know. I don't even think I can look at analytics based off of who watches and what quality or what resolution. But until, up until last week, I didn't even have a 1080p monitor. And my question is, would you prefer me to upload videos at 1080p or 60 frames per second? Because at this moment, I will not do both, because 60 frames per second will double my file size, and 1080p will probably almost double my file size. I don't think it's quite double the pixels, but if I were to have both of that, let's just say I'd rather not. If no one says anything, I'll probably just do 60 frames per second, because personally, I think I would rather watch a video that's 720p 60 frames per second than 1080p 30 frames per second. And it's not really that I make that big of a deal for frame rates, especially if I'm just watching a video, but I don't really notice a significant difference between 720p and 1080p. So that's why I'd choose 60 frames per second over 1080p. But that's just me. Back to the topic of recording software, or at least Shadowplay. In the past, when I first started YouTube, at least, well, at least for my PC, I can't say the same for recording stuff on my Xbox, but for my PC, I actually started with Fraps, the cracked version of Fraps, because I didn't want to pay for it, and it's probably a good thing, because I did use Fraps quite a bit, but either way. And then I used OBS, which maybe I used that for a year. I don't know. I maybe have actually used that for quite a bit of time too. And I actually really liked OBS. That, for the functionality of it and like the UI and just how the program works as a whole, I think I liked OBS the best out of all the software I have used. Because Shadowplay it works really well. There's no doubt about that, but it's missing functionality based on, because OBS is technically, I think it's originally made to be a streaming software, and it just doubles as a recording software. So there's a lot of features that streamers would use that I actually prefer to use. Like the fact that if you're recording and your game crashes, then it doesn't stop the recording, or even worse, corrupt the recording. And especially if I'm trying to record GTA 5, that would be a problem because of all the crashes. But recently, and I haven't actually used it too much. I haven't recorded any uploaded or soon to be uploaded videos, but I recently heard about Action Recorder. But it actually works pretty well. I've been using the cracked version because the trial version has an overlay on it, so I'm not going to practice, or I guess I wouldn't even say practice, but I'm not going to try to use the program and oh yeah, I'll use this, when any video I record is going to have an overlay on it that I can't get rid of. And it's not necessarily an intrusive overlay, but it's an irrelevant overlay, so I would rather not have that. And I'm not using the cracked version because I'm too cheap to buy the program, because it's only like $30. I'm using the cracked version because if I knew it would work, I would buy it, but I don't know how well it will work. I guess I have done test records with the trial version, and it works pretty well. Do I have any complaints? I probably have complaints. But the reason I really want to use this is mostly for this one feature called like the bookmarks. I guess I don't know if other programs have that too. Actually, there's two features. One of them is bookmarks, and that helps me for longer videos because when I record videos that are an hour long, previously I would go through the entire video. I wouldn't even watch it, I would just listen to it, and if I hear laughing or remember something funny that happened, then I would basically put that in like a notepad document of what time, and then I would edit it based off of that. Whereas the bookmark thing will mark times in a separate notepad document for me, so I don't have to go back and watch the entire hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours of the video. I can just open up the notepad and just edit it based off of that. It won't be 100% accurate, but it's much easier to do that than to, or I should say much nicer, I should say, than having to watch the entire thing. And the second feature that I really like about it is it records audio in separate channels. The reason this is a really good feature, not because I don't like syncing up audio, but because I don't want to sync up audio, based off of all the problems I've had, especially recently. And it is nice to be able to record the video and the audio all at one time instead of having separate files. Recording with separate files is good because if my voice audio is too quiet and if it's in the same file, then I'm screwed. But if it's in a separate file, or in this case a separate audio track, then I can just change the levels or the audio levels and fix it that way. Onto a new topic that you guys would probably actually want to listen to because it's not all the technical crap behind what I'm doing. I would like to play other games, but I don't really have any ideas. See, the problem is, I would actually kind of like to do, like those, every once in a while, do like one of those one-off videos or a mini-series, and that's kind of what the Game Night series, and at this moment you couldn't even call it a series, but the flashback games, because those are basically my one-off videos, 40-minute, well, I try to record at least 40 minutes of just a random game. The Planetary Confinement? Yeah, Planetary Confinement. That's kind of like a mini-series, which I think I'm actually going to record another episode of that after this, because I think I might only have one more episode, but that's definitely coming to a close. So mini-series could be either just short games or maybe Minecraft. I don't want to do adventure maps because I like the idea of adventure maps and I like watching them, but actually recording them, and not even necessarily just playing them, because I have never played an adventure map in my free time, but I don't really want to record an adventure map unless it has some interesting aspect to it. But if it's just story, I will probably not record that. But Planetary Confinement isn't technically a mod survival or mod pack survival, but maybe I could try one of those mod pack survivals. Back to the one-off videos. I mentioned the flashback soon-to-be series because I've recorded one episode or one video of that, and what was it? Skateboard Park Tycoon 2004. And if you saw that video, you'll understand what I'm about to say, but it's difficult to record games like that. The problem with that video is the HUD would not stop flashing on and off, and it was obnoxious, and I didn't even know it was doing this because it wasn't in the game. I was just recorded that way. And even before that, I tried to record a game on a GameCube emulator, and all this emulator stuff is a pain in the butt. I like playing old games, but trying to record on emulators is probably one of the worst things I could ever even attempt. But I should try to record with either Action or Shadowplay. I don't have confidence in Shadowplay because that's a new, well, I guess Action Recorder is a pretty new program too, but maybe I'll have to try some of the emulators. I have a PS2 emulator as well, but of like the 3 or 4 games that I've gotten, only one of them has been functional, and it wasn't entirely functional because being underwater just slapped an overlay on your screen that completely blinded you from seeing anything. So yeah, that's great. And sort of one thing, I should stop starting these new series or series ideas, but one thing that I would like to do is maybe just go through my Steam library and play some of the games that I either haven't played in a long time or have never played. And if I really want to go crazy with adding games to my Steam library, I think I've got a decent amount of games that I bought through Humble Bundles, and I just haven't even bothered redeeming them because they're either games I've never heard of or games I don't want to play. So that's what's going on with my channel, somewhat. This probably wasn't the type of video you were expecting. You're probably expecting, like, this is the videos I'm going to upload and look forward to them, instead of it being, here's the reason why I'm not uploading videos. Get used to it. Hopefully this is just some kind of insight as to what is going on. Hopefully the problems I'm having will get fixed. And thanks for watching. Bye.